Something weird is going on. Last month, we saw Nico Harrison make his second move before the NBA trade deadline, and that was trading away Quentin Grimes as well as a second-round pick to the Philadelphia 76ers for Caleb Martin, and then days later, we also got back a second-round pick, and at the time, we knew that Caleb Martin was injured. He had a hip injury. They were telling us 2 to 3 weeks' time, and he'll be ready to make his debut for the Dallas Mavericks, and we knew why we had to trade away Quentin Grimes. He requested a trade. His agent didn't think he'd be able to get any more minutes or bigger role, as he is trying to play into a bigger contract this upcoming summer. But it's been about a month now, and we still have yet to see Caleb Martin make his Dallas Mavericks debut, and we have no real timetable on his return. So in this video, we're going to take a look at all the information surrounding Caleb Martin, what's actually wrong with him, when could we actually see him come back for the Dallas Mavericks, and should we be worried? But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 19,874 subscribers, getting very, very close to 20K. But if you're enjoying everything that we're doing here at Mavericks Digest with our watch-alongs, our news vids, our giveaways, and everything else in between, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But like I said, things are getting kind of weird over in Dallas, as obviously we're dealing with injuries left, right, and center. PJ Washington in last night's game against the Milwaukee Bucks had to leave in the third quarter and did not return, as his ankle soreness has gotten worse. He's just now coming back from an ankle sprain. He was playing very good before this injury, and he had a good game when he came back, but it seems like that ankle sprain is continuing to bother PJ. We still are waiting to hear back from Derrick Lively, Daniel Gafford, and Anthony Davis, which we should see in about 3 to 4 days. But there's another player who has yet to make his Dallas Mavericks debut, and that is Caleb Martin, that we did trade before the deadline. We traded away Quentin Grimes. We traded away a second-round pick. We got back a second-round pick. And although a lot of people would rather have Quentin Grimes over Caleb Martin, it's not like he's just a scrub. Caleb Martin does provide great defense. He's able to score the ball. And if you look at it more so, we got rid of Markieff Morris and Maxi Kleber for Caleb Martin, then yes, you get a better player than those two combined. He can produce more. He can help this team win now, if that's still what we're trying to do. But the truth of the matter is, yes, defense can win championships, Nico, but also health and availability is what can help you win championships. If we take a look right here, Tim McMahon had tweeted out, the Mavs are optimistic that forward Caleb Martin will return from his hip injury in 2 to 3 weeks, sources said. As the sidelined reported, the terms of the trade with the Sixers were amended after Martin's physical to add a 2030 second-round pick to Dallas return for Quentin Grimes in a 2025. So, yes, after the physical, instead of what the Lakers did and vetoed that trade, we said, we'll keep the trade going through. Just give me the 2030 second-round pick. But, yes, this tweet of Caleb Martin being only 2 to 3 weeks away from returning was on February 6th. It is currently March 2nd, 4 days away from it being a full calendar month since this report came out, and we don't know what's going on with Caleb Martin. I have had my own little theory, as all Mavericks fans have had crazy theories ever since the trade deadline, with everything going on within the franchise. I have my own theory that we may move on from Caleb Martin in the summer. No real reports indicating it, just from what I've seen. Caleb Martin still not coming back. We have no real timetable. There are reports that he is trending in the right direction, and as we all know, the Dallas Mavericks never really want to tell us when guys are coming back until the day of. But the fact that Caleb Martin didn't waive his trade kicker, which could have helped us sign another player, as we still have one roster spot available, the fact that he still isn't available to play, and this is the body language of Caleb Martin, I feel like he could get traded over the summer, as Caleb Martin really wasn't a target that we were trying to go after. He wasn't really a piece that Nico Harrison was desiring or trying to go after. It was just to trade away Quentin Grimes, make this upcoming offseason easier for us, as we're going to have to re-sign Kyrie Irving, and other players in the upcoming years will need money, so one less contract to worry about, the easier for the Dallas Mavericks. And although Quentin Grimes was playing very well, Caleb Martin, when healthy, can also play very well. But yesterday, before the game against the Bucks, Noah Weber had this to say, or had asked Jason Kidd this. Jason Kidd on Caleb Martin's injury recovery. He's doing extremely well, and there's a lot of positive things around him right now, so he's trending in the right direction. Hopefully in the next couple of days we have some really good news, but his rehab sessions have been going really good and hasn't had any setbacks. Hopefully he's back sooner than later. Kidd said Martin has been practicing in 5-on-5 work, and they are monitoring how he feels after he plays. He said Martin will play again on Tuesday, and hopefully they can have some good news after that. So obviously we don't have a game on Tuesday. He's talking about 5-on-5. So about a month ago, they said 2 to 3 weeks. Yesterday, he's still doing 5-on-5, and it seems like it's more on a day-to-day basis of when Martin will return. And on Tuesday, when they have practice, he's going to do more 5-on-5. Maybe we'll get an update on when he'll actually play. Maybe he'll play Wednesday against the Milwaukee Bucks, as we'll also have Kai Jones, who we just signed, or who we're going to sign to a two-way deal. It's just very, very odd. And maybe we do keep Caleb Martin. Maybe he is part of the master plan of Nico Harrison moving forward. It's hard for me to believe when he's not someone that we really wanted. He doesn't look like he really wants to be here. He didn't want to waive his trade kicker, and rightfully so. That's your money. It's in your contract. Do what you want. He doesn't have a big contract anyway, but it doesn't seem like he's really that invested with what Dallas is going on. But we could keep him. He could stay on the team. He could do great in the playoffs, stay with us over the summer. But I have a feeling we could package him up with Jaden Hardy and try to get a better piece over the summer. Like I said, he wasn't somebody that we were going after. It was just Quentin Grimes wanted gone. He wanted to play for a bigger contract. Philly was able to trade Caleb Martin. We made the deal very, very quickly. And if we just continue to look at the reports, Noah Weber also tweeted out after the game, Kyrie Irving on Caleb Martin as he nears a return, saying he's just an ultra competitor. He has a high IQ for the game of basketball. He's played in a lot of high-level games, has won some games for his respective teams that he's played on. You can throw him the ball on that wing and he's ready to make plays. So excited for him to come back. Hopefully he's as close to 100% as he can be and add some depth to our team. So on the other side of that, so it's not all gloom and doom and negative in Dallas. Yes, Caleb Martin is trending in the right direction. That's what we've been hearing. Even Kyrie Irving had a lot of good things to say about Caleb Martin. He's an ultra high competitor, high IQ. He's played a lot of high-level games. He's played for the Miami Heat, where they made 2 deep playoff runs in the last 5 years, and he's been able to help with those, at least one of those. So yes, Caleb Martin, he's not a scrub. He's not a throwaway player. He will be able to help the Dallas Mavericks. There are a lot of good things to his game. He's on a team-friendly contract, so that helps us manage our money a little bit better, as this year it doesn't look like our accountants really have been looking at the numbers. It's been very hard for us to sign players, as we were only able to afford one 10-day contract for Moses Brown. We have to waive a two-way guy, and then we got to give Kai Jones a two-way contract. Kessler Edwards is close to the limit of games he can play as a two-way player, and then we may have to convert his contract. It's getting very complicated money-wise for the Mavericks, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. So Caleb Martin, it's definitely a good thing. But a lot of people that are still upset about trading away Quentin Grimes, what I think is very odd, is this right here. Quentin Grimes and Luka Doncic are the only guards this season to record a game with over 40 points, over 5 rebounds, over 2 steals, and over 5 threes. The Mavs traded them both away. Even StatMuse had to let the world know what we gave up is only 2 guards with these stat lines. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it is a little bit frustrating. It is weird, like I said, because we still have yet to see Caleb Martin. Meanwhile, Quentin Grimes is over there in Philly just playing great, and I understand he requested a trade. It's not like we made the wrong decision of just giving up on him. It was a bigger reason than just his availability and his skill set. Obviously, Quentin Grimes is a great player. He had a great game last night. It's just very odd that we couldn't find another player that we could trade for Quentin Grimes that was already healthy and available to play right now, instead of us having to wait almost a full month. Anthony Davis, we'll find out in the upcoming days if he's coming back, although we've already seen what Anthony Davis can do. Max Christie has been available this entire time. Started out very well for the Dallas Mavericks, hitting somewhat of a rough patch, but Caleb Martin has still yet to do anything for the Mavericks. It's been a full month. I understand he's injured, but I just think it's very weird. But also, just continuing, because obviously Mavs fans are upset by just trading away all of our guys. Last night, Quentin Grimes dropped 44 points, 6 rebounds. He shot 18 of 24 and 6 of 9 from 3. Masterclass. Just going crazy against the Warriors, which is a good thing. Shout out to Quentin Grimes for beating the Warriors. So we kind of stay afloat in the standings. We're currently the 10th seed in the Western Conference. Only 1 game back behind the 6th seed. We're still going to be fighting for that. We got a game tomorrow against the Bucks. Then we see the Kings on Wednesday. Those are 2 very important must-win games. Hopefully somebody comes back from the injury list and we can add some depth, try to get these wins. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that Caleb Martin's going to be here long-term and help us out? Or do you think this is just a player to be forgotten about? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making start to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing giveaway every single month on this channel. Only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But till next time, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.